Hello, everybody. Celia Waterhouse here. Welcome to OnPoint Mentors. Today we have OnPoint mentor Jennifer MacPherson. Now, Jennifer is a life strategist, particularly in the area of life changes and new direction, goal setting, mastering confidence and self-esteem for women. So welcome, Jennifer. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Celia. Thank you for having me. This is great.
Yeah. So I only have one question for you today.
Okay.
It's a chaotic world we're living in right now, and it's a divisive world. If you could share one piece of advice for your clients on how to help them manage the highs and the lows of the emotions that are, going on with them right now, what would that be?
I would say focus. Focus is the main thing. Focus on what you're doing with yourself. And one of the important things is to remember is to be present. And we are not our emotions. We can feel those emotions. I'm not oblivious to what's going on around us and then, everything in the news, but we have to remember we are not our emotions. We can feel for other people, but we have to keep our goals and our focus intact. And I think most of the way to do that is to just exercise your will, which helps us focus. And, daily we have to remember our habits. Daily, we just have to stay on top of things. And remember what we want our lifestyle and our life to be like. Without letting all those outside influences. I mean, social media, yes, right. That's a huge one. I find so many people these days, they post something on social media and then how many people liked us? What are they doing? What is that person doing? Oh my gosh, I should be doing that. And in all the time you're spending worrying about what that person's doing and trying to keep up with other people on social media, that's time that you could be spending on creating something for yourself. And it's important to remember just to stay focused. I mean, that's usually, the big thing. I find with myself, even, I always have to just remember, in the morning, I do a lot of meditation, and it just refocuses me. Even if it's just 15 minutes, 10 minutes, if I'm listening to something, if I just have music on, focuses me for the day. And then another tool that I really love, I love to use for clients, is to write a news story. Write your news story of how you see your life once you've realized your goals, whether it be relationships, finances, your health, what kind of house you live in, are you traveling? Realize that and really feel it when you write it, and throw out those old stories, throw out those limiting beliefs, throw out, I'm worried about what people will think of me, throw out, I'm trying to keep up with this person, throw all that out and just write your news story. And whenever you feel yourself daily starting to let that negativity creep in, pull it out, put it on your bathroom mirror, read it in the morning, read it before you go to bed, put it on your cell phone. And if through the day you feel like you're getting down because your emotions are caught up in maybe what's happening in the news, read your story, refocus on your goals. And that will help you get there. And just remember too, little things really, really build up. Little things every day builds up the momentum. And before you know it, you're closer to your goal than ever.
That's amazing. So you particularly like working with women. Why is that? And what do you find helps women the most?
I particularly like working with women, not for any other reason other than my own life experience is a lot of what I use. I've been through ups and downs, a lot of things that, not that I don't think men would get anything from it, but I think women might be able to identify more. Right. As women, I feel too, we let our emotions, some of us wear our emotions on our sleeve.
Yeah.
And that was my biggest problem is going from a place of acting from what's right from up here, as opposed to acting what's in my heart.
Right.
No, that doesn't always. Sometimes the heart wins out, but we have to try to go thinking first and then emotions.
Right.
When we let our emotions act for us, that's when I think we get in trouble.
So I love the write your story down, write it down, right? What tell me, what is a typical story? How should we start the story? How do we, what about the fears that come into our story, and we can't do that, or I'm not good enough, or those self-esteem issues? So tell me about writing the story, and what does that look like, and how do you go through that process?
Absolutely. First of all, I think the story should start off with, I'm so grateful that I have gotten here. For instance, my story starts with, I'm so grateful that I'm in such a great place with my husband. And, we are accomplishing this together in our lives, and we are so happy. I am so grateful that because I've reached my financial goals, I am able to contribute to this charity that I wanted to contribute to, because I think a lot of people's goals, revolve around our finances and revolve around, yes, our career goals to get up there, our personal goals, but at the end, it revolves around finances too sometimes. And so it's not just enough to get the money. I think you have to do something spiritually as well to feel good about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have a wealth of a real estate background, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and we were just chatting a little bit before we started about, some of the issues, let's say a woman who's just gotten divorced and finds she's got this real estate, whether it's her primary residence or an investment property or many investment properties. So, but it's scary when you're out on your own, right? So do you come across clients like that a lot?
We do. So my husband and I have a real estate coaching business. Well, we're involved in real estate coaching. We coach people to build their investment portfolios. And a lot of that is helping them with their mindset and helping them make the right choices. And the thing I find with real estate is you have to just have a knowledge of what you want to do, have a knowledge of where you want to be, and don't get over your head, but I think if you use the right people, talk to the right people, get the right answers, and then your mindset and your goals, you can do it. You can do it. Yeah, it might not happen tomorrow. It might be a 5-year road, right? But if we know people's goals right out on, some people, hey, I want to build my portfolio and I want to retire. Okay, well, let's look at all the things we can do to do that. So.
Right. So you do the long-term goal setting as well, and trying to help them with their real estate plans and getting over the fear of jumping in, right?
Mm-hmm. And part of our job is to give them the tools to have the knowledge, right? We refer them to the mortgage broker, to all of that, so that they can have an informed decision, and show them different markets and help them with whatever they need. We're here. We're not just, you make the transaction and we go away.
Right.
We're here for your journey.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jennifer. That was a wealth of knowledge, and it is a crazy time and it's an uncertain time. So I appreciate all your wisdom that you've shared with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.